Right, you guys, how you doing today? It's Will, just in time. You guys know who it is. Hey, we haven't talked about this for a while, so I thought I'd bring it back up. I was just wondering, what do you have in your trauma bag? It's something everybody should have. It should be put together. It should be put somewhere in your home or in your car that could be easily gotten to, so that if an emergency arises, that you have what you need to take care of things until you can get to medical help, or say you're somewhere where there is no medical help. So today we're going to go over what I have in my trauma bag. That way it'll give you guys that don't have one, or guys that do have one, a chance to kind of do some inventory and see if that's something that you want in your trauma bag, or it'll give you some clues as to what to put in your trauma bag. So without any further delay, let's get going, okay? Got the bag right down here, as a matter of fact. Look at there. So this is what I use as my trauma bag. So I'm gonna get her open here. And we will go through it together. Make sure I get all the pockets open here. Okay, get that pocket emptied out so I can get to the rest. Alright, now the first thing I'm going to tell you guys about is I have one of these in here, of course, because anyone that knows what this is knows that you need to have one in your trauma bag. And that is a blood glucose meter, and this is what diabetics use. So you never know, it could be you or maybe a member of your family that has diabetes, and you may want to check their blood level to make sure that they are where they're supposed to be. They may be having a diabetic fit or something like that, and you just don't know, you know. Alright, here is the second thing I have in there, and everyone should have one. It is a needle for stitching people up. This is so that, I'll just read the back of it here, if I can. My eye, guys, I still have that cold in my eye. I went to the doctor and they gave me some antibiotic to keep in there, but it makes it pretty hard to see. This is a suture. It's in too many languages. Let's see if I can find the English. Okay, it's just for suturing. It's a couple of needles in there. I'm not going to open it because I'm trying to keep it sterile. Okay, then there is the prep for it. These are swabs, and they are alcohol and all that good stuff in there, antiseptic. They're also sealed. I'm not going to open them up. I'm trying to keep everything as easily sterile as possible. And then this one here is this is a 2-aught needle here. So you have this needle, which is my eye. This one here is a 3/8, and this is for a gut wound. This is what you would use for a gut wound. This one here you would use for like a cut or something on your arm or legs or whatever. And then the swabs to kind of disinfect the area before you get started. Okay, the next thing I have in there is a huge bandage. This would be something that you would use like on a stomach wound or something like that, where you could apply pressure with it and whatnot. Next thing I have is gauze. It's the extra large gauze. These are things, and these are all medical grade. I have a lot of stuff in here. Just gonna grab a handful. I have bandages. I have these here are reinforced skin closures. They're like the little things that you can pull across from one side to the other instead of stitching. Antibiotic ointment. Also, this is surgical. What the heck is that? This is a hemostat. Need something to hold things open or whatnot. You guys know the drill. This is a wound measuring guide. Something I'd show you. It sticks. It sticks to you so that you can get an accurate measurement. I'll try to get it over here where you guys can see it. So you just stick it to your skin. And then you can measure it. You know, you may be talking to the EMTs or something on telephone or ham radio or something like that. Another bandage. Then I have quite a few of these because these are just surgical masks, and these are the kind that have the two straps on them instead of that little dust mask thing that goes like this. These have the two straps so that they fit on your face all the way around here, and one goes all the way around, the other one goes up here. Make sure your whole face is covered. Let's see. I have some stuff in here. I haven't been in here for a while. Butterfly bandage. I have some plastic film to go over the wound after you get it all bandaged up to keep the dirt out. And excuse me. Then this is a very large bandage. I'm going to show you the back here. See how large it is. This is for a large gaping wound. That could be for a stomach wound or abdomen or maybe a back. Very large band-aid. Then I have some of these. These are Duoneb buterol, and these are for people with respiratory problems, okay? You can put them in a nebulizer, which I have. I should have brought it with me, but I didn't. It's in my other room. But you put it in there and a person can breathe it. It will clear their lungs out so that they can breathe better. Then this here is, I'm not going to show you, but it's a pill bottle. And I have some antibiotics in here. Then I have these here. These are for these are for nerve pain. So say you have a hard time at night with your legs and stuff, like I do. I have like a restless leg. So you take these, and it kind of keep your legs from twitching and stuff while you're sleeping. Anyway, I put it in there because you never know. I try to make it as complete as possible. And I have several drugs in here because this here is metformin for diabetics. I have this here. This is an anti-arrhythmic. Then I have this here is another bandage. It's a larger one. You can't see through the package, but it is sterile, non-adherent wound dressing. That's what this is. And then I have bandages. I have a pack of tissues because you may want to clean the area before, and you want to make sure you don't get the tissue down in the wound. It's going to be very important not to put the tissue down in the wound, but around it. You can use these to clean it. Then an inhaler for, oh, I don't have it in here, but it's an inhaler for a person with respiratory problems like myself. So I'll just leave that in there. Some more of that. Have some more drugs in here. And I used to take a lot more drugs than I do now. And they did that to stabilize me because of my COPD. So any of the medications and stuff, I just kept them around because I figured if something went wrong, they may be worth something. So I have some of these here. These are for, say, people with ADD. I use them. I'm going to have them for bartering or medical emergency. Because if all hell breaks loose, you would be able to use this stuff for bartering or even to treat. The thing is, I would not dispense this unless it was like a world without rule of law. I mean, that would be kind of ridiculous, you know. You would be sued and all kinds of things. So if you have these drugs, don't go around handing them out. These are just in case you're in a position where there's no rule of law. Say you're out in the middle of nowhere and something happens. These are all things. I don't want you guys to think that these are drugs to be dispensed as you want to do, because that's not the way it is. And then I have some more antibiotics. So let's see, I have some ointment for people's feet, people that have diabetes. I have moisture absorbers. We've already went through these. These are for people with respiratory problems. I have sterile gauze, a couple of them. I'm getting close on my time here. These are more bandages. These are like butterfly bandages here. You guys can see through there. I don't know if you can. These are more bandages. These are latex gloves. Always wear gloves when you're around somebody with wounds. More of that, more of that. Some of this stuff is just for my issues, so you always want to have these, huh? Prophylactic. They come in, they are good for many uses. Not just for sex. You can use them for a lot of things. Store stuff or put over a wound. You could stretch it and put it over a wound to keep the water out or something like that. These are small bandages, the circular ones. And I have a ton of stuff, I'm telling you. More bandages. Butterfly bandage. A lot of this stuff is for me, like I have pricks. These are needle pricks so that you can get blood from someone, say for the diabetic test kit. And then I just threw this in because I'm not really sure, you never know. This is for people that grind their teeth or something when they're sleeping. But I was thinking outside the box and thinking that, say, you have to stitch somebody up or you have to do something that's going to make them cry out or be agonized. You can stick this in their mouth to make sure that they're not going to swallow their tongue or anything like that. You know, this would keep them trying to make it feel at ease. So I just threw it in there because you never know. This could be used for suturing. Maybe you have to do a operation. I don't want to do it, but somebody may be available for that. So I just threw it in there. And then there's a lot of stuff in there that pertains to my health, like the things I've already shown you. These albuterols. I put several of these in here because of my respiratory problems. So that's basically what my kit looks like for now. I'm constantly adding to it. As you can see, I have a bunch of stuff in there. And a lot of it pertains to either my health or my family's health. And you want to make sure that you're doing that. Make sure you're putting your kit together to take care of you and yours. Not, and to make sure that if all heck does break loose, that you can at least have something to fall back on. That's what it's all about, you guys. I'm not talking about the zombie apocalypse. I'm not talking about the end of the world. I'm not talking about anything like that. This is something that you need all the time. I mean, you just never know. You may get in a wreck or something, or you may be out in the middle of nowhere and a tree falls on you, or you're out there in the middle of nowhere and you cut yourself open with a knife or something like that. You fall down and you gouge yourself on a tree limb or something. These are all things that are important. So you should have something like this with you when you're in this situation. And my kit is actually not very well put together. I just kind of have it all thrown in there. But these are all important parts of surviving when things go upside down. So, you know, I don't advocate anyone to use any of the prescription drugs that I showed you, because these are just to deal with my personal issues and nothing else. If we were without world rule of law, it may be different. It may be somebody else has the same issues that myself or my family has. I may be able to help them out. I may be able to, here, take a couple of these until we can figure something else out or something. But I would not advocate anybody to do that without it being a world without rule of law. That's just, you'll go to jail just like that. So, like I said, these are just for ailments that I have, and I have a lot. You guys know I have COPD, but that's not the only issue that I have. I also have AFib, and so I have to have everything that I need. Oh yeah, one other thing is I have an oximeter. This measures the amount of oxygen that you have in your system. Very handy little deal. I use it quite a bit. If I'm having a hard time breathing or something, before I break out my oxygen over here in the corner, I have a machine. I will put this on to make sure that it's the oxygen and not something else. So this is an oximeter. I don't know if you guys know how it works. See if I can get it turned on. There we go. It did turn on. I'm going to put it on my finger. I'm running a little over here, you guys, but I kind of want to make sure you guys see this. So you turn it this way, see how it measures your oxygen levels. So this is a very handy little tool, and they don't cost that much. You can get them at any pharmacy. So that might be something worth you guys thinking about. Other than that, that's all I have, but always keep adding to it. Like me, that's what I do. You get a lot of this stuff at the dollar store and stuff like that. So if you're out in a dollar store, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, just go through their medical section, see what they have. I'm running a little late here, you guys, because I got kind of sidetracked. So I'm going to get out of here, but I want you guys to know this trauma bag will save your life. Even the stuff I have in here is going to save your life. And so that's it. That's what I have. But I do want to tell you guys that I love each and every one of you. I might be taking a couple of days off after tomorrow night's live stream. The eye is really bothering me. And the cold I had, guess what? It moved into my lungs. So I'm on some antibiotics and some stuff like that. So I'm going to do the live stream tomorrow night, and then we'll see how it goes from there. If it doesn't start getting better after tomorrow night, then I will go ahead and take a few days off and recuperate my body. Nothing bad about taking a few days off. Did want to show you guys something. It's going to be kind of a long video, I'm sorry. This is what we'll be giving away tomorrow night. Instead of a sticker, I'll be giving away a book of the Green Wizard's Guide. This book was in a giveaway here on YouTube through Jerry's Woodshop and the Green Wizard. So the Green Wizard wrote the book. This book is available on Amazon, by the way. But this is what will be in the giveaway tomorrow night, and I hope you guys that signed up on Wednesday show up so you have a chance to win the book. All right, that's what I have. As usual, you know, I can't do any of it without you guys. It's God bless you, God bless me, God bless the US of A. See ya.